Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to another episode of Auntie A's Kitchen. Simple and delicious food cooked and prepared in South Korea with South Korean ingredients. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And yes, so today I'm going to show you a simple homemade guacamole and salsa sauce. Now, salsa and guacamole are easy to make, but to make good guacamole and salsa, which is really flavorsome, it takes a little bit more effort and a few more ingredients. You could serve the homemade guacamole and salsa with nacho chips, crisp up some tortillas, make a piece of toast and put guacamole and then a fried egg or a boiled or a poached egg on top. There are many different ways of serving this guacamole and salsa dip. I'm actually going to be using it for a Mexican meal. So for the salsa, what makes the salsa special, I think, is when you take that extra effort and we will roast some of the tomatoes and vegetables in the oven a short while before we put everything into the blender and mix it with the other flavors and ingredients. One of the key ingredients in a good salsa is the coriander, the cilantro, gives it a really wonderful taste. And again, you can spice up your salsa as much as you want or as little depending on what flavors you like. So as you make it, make sure to keep tasting it so that the flavor gets to where you want it. So let me show you the ingredients of how we make homemade guacamole and salsa. This is a really simple dish to make. Now I like to use the tomatoes that are on the green stem. I've pulled these ones off and you can really, they have such a strong smell. So I highly recommend using those. You could use many recipes on the internet will use a tin of tomatoes. And I just think if you've got them fresh, use them fresh. We'll cut up some tomatoes, just like this. Just gonna cut them in quarters and then put them on our tray here. Some salt and some pepper to taste, and just a drizzle of olive oil. Mix these up just like that. So I'm going to blast this in the oven now on a high heat so that they burn and char on the outside. So after about 20 minutes, that's our tomatoes. I'm going to allow these to cool down. So, yeah, just okay. I had planned on doing 2 avocados, but one of my avocados was overripe. I love eating avocado. Now get the stone out, knock, and then twist. If you have no jalapeno, I think these Korean green peppers work really well. Let's remove the seeds. In. For this dish, I prefer to use a red onion because I think it also looks good, but if you only have white onion, that is okay. Okay, let's get that in. Now avocado, fold it in half. I'm using a tool here designed for avocados to help you mush them, but if you don't have one, just use a fork. Smells okay. Let's put some of our coriander in. Because there's only one avocado, we'll use the juice of half a lime. And this will help it not oxidize now that we've got it open. You will notice in this guacamole dip I have not put any tomatoes in. That is because I'm going to be serving this alongside a salsa dip. If you are making just a guacamole dip on its own, I highly recommend that you add 1 or 2 tomatoes, both for flavour and colour. So here we have homemade guacamole. Absolutely flavoursome and delicious. Okay, so let's finish making our salsa. I have some pepper left over. I use the other half in my avocado. Now, if you like really spicy, then you could put more in. As I said, I'll put this in and then taste it. More pepper. Next, let's cut up our onion now. I'm going to be putting this in my blender, but I don't want the onion pieces too small. Into our bowl here. Let's put our tomato. Waste any of the juices. So just that. What I do is just put some onions on there. We roasted it for the flavour, so it's nice to pick up any of the tomato residue left on our baking dish. Garlic into here. And again, you can do this to flavour. So into here, I'm going to put some cumin. It's just a little bit. I didn't show you this earlier, just using some oregano. Let's put our peppers in. Let's mix this up in intervals. Might be it. Let's have a look. And a taste. Oh wow, that is spicy. Some salt. And I thought we need some. So let's finish that. You can really taste the roasted tomatoes, which is lovely. And we didn't put our lime juice in, so let's put our lime juice in. Now that looks better. Let's have a taste. Oh my gosh. Absolutely amazing. Homemade salsa, avocado dip. And a great way of doing these, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, is to put them in a silver foil, fold it over. And to begin with, we're going to seal this up and get this into my oven. And we will keep turning them and turning them while we are preparing and cooking everything else. I'm grating up some Gouda, but you could use any cheese that you have available. I got this sour cream from E-Mart, but you could also get it from Costco. So got some oil in the pan, peppers and our onions. Let's let them start cooking. So into a bowl, I'm going to put some barbecue, a little bit of cumin, garlic powder and some paprika. Season with salt and pepper. Remember to keep stirring your vegetables. Mix that into here. My meat, a bit of oil. And turn it over. And what I'm going to do is put my meat into the pan. So all those flavours. And cook with the vegetables. You could add some extra hot sauce or some sriracha, but since I've made a spicy salsa to accompany this, I don't need any additional flavours. You want that effect of charring. 2, 3. We like our steak medium rare, so I don't cook it for long. I highly recommend, for the best results, allow your meat to rest for about 5 minutes before you cut into it. That way it will stay moist. Fajita wraps, cheese, homemade salsa, guacamole, sour cream and our steak Mexican meal. Sour cream, delicious salsa. Bit of guacamole. Last but not least, bit of cheese. There are many variations to this meal, from steak, pork, chicken, vegetables or even prawns, so make it your own style and enjoy. Thanks for watching today. I look forward to seeing you in another episode. Have a great week and stay cool, it's hot out there. God bless.